I received a letter from Triumph. It was a recall notification. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm heading up through the Yorkshire Dales on my way to the Lake District. Week off work, do a bit of camping and testing out some new gear. More of that later. But first, just wanted to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, especially the new ones that decided to subscribe to the channel after the European trip last year. The videos went down fairly well. People seem to enjoy it. Lots of comments, I enjoyed reading them. And best of all, I've reached 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much, all of you new subscribers. I look forward to reading your comments on future videos. It's all appreciated. It's looking a bit overcast. It's supposed to be a very sunny day, but it is what it is. So thank you very much again, everybody who commented on the videos after my European trip. One thing that happened when I got back from that trip, back end of last year, I received a letter from Triumph. It was a recall notification that Pirelli had issued because of the Metzeler Torrance Next tyres. There was a date range, quite a large date range as well, which I was surprised at. I think it was 2016 through to 2024, where the rear tyre started to fragment, delaminate, and customers had some issues. I can only comment on the 4,000 or so miles that I put on the rear tyre without any issue, and truth be told, I really do like the Torrance Next tyre from Metzeler. It was quite good timing in one respect, because the tyres were squared off after the long haul ride back home, and I was going to change them anyway. So changing the rear tyre under the recall, I then ordered myself a front tyre. It was quite a struggle to get the front tyre for the Triumph Tiger GT Explorer. Eventually I managed to source one, and Triumph fitted it for me. So now I've got a pair of new boots, front and rear, ready for breaking in and my trip later on this year. Well, I'm not sure what's happened for the weather here. I know tomorrow will be a better day. yeah, definitely heading out west is looking a bit overcast. According to the weather forecast, we're supposed to be having a mini heat wave this week. Last week in April, 14.5 degrees according to the bike's temperature gauge. Making my way out towards the South Lakes campsite I stayed at last year. I've got some new gear to try out, a new tent, new sleeping pad. The tent that I took last year when I came down through Germany into Austria, Italy, Switzerland, it was very spacious, fairly heavy at 5 kilos. So this year I've got myself a smaller tent, freestanding, so that I can give that a go for my summer trip this year. What I'll do is I will stop for a drink, cup of tea, coffee at Devil's Bridge. Hopefully it'll be fairly quiet. Looks busy. Very busy. See if we can squeeze in. So on that note, I will say ta-ta for now. So that was me just stopping at Devil's Bridge and having a bit of a coffee. Now taking a bit of a longer route to get to the South Lakes. Don't want to arrive too early. It's very popular at the weekend with motorcyclists. In fact, it's only motorcycle parking at the weekend. There's a few cars there today. So just heading north towards Sedberg before making my way towards the Lake District. This afternoon it's supposed to brighten up a little bit, which would be great. Get this front tyre scrubbed in a little bit on the twisties. I've never been up here, so let's go this way. I think I know where this pops out. At least the hedges have been maintained. Okay. Kendall, this way. Yep, thought as much. I remember where it pops out now. Even with the luggage on the bike, I haven't weighed it this time. There's probably 60, 30, about 10 in there, 40 kilos, 45 kilos of luggage. The bike is really well balanced. Yeah, there's those wind turbines at the top here. It's been a few years since I've been up here as well. Across the M6. Make my way towards Kendal and then head south, or southwest at least, to go down towards the campsite. Finally, the sun's starting to break through. Looks like we might have a nice afternoon after all. There's a strong smell of burning. That's what that was then. Look at the road, George. Look at the road. Got the scenery. Camera can look at the scenery. Interesting thing about not riding consistently over winter, which I've stopped doing these days. Jumped back on the bike today. This is the first big ride I've done since coming back from Europe last year, and certainly there's something to the saddle conditioning, or whatever you want to call it. Backside's certainly starting to feel it. I mean, this is a comfortable bike anyway, but it's certainly more comfortable than the old Thunderbird Nightstorm I used to own, and that really had a comfortable seat. I suppose I just need to firm everything up again. If I'm going to do a big trip this summer, which I'm expecting about 4,000 miles, then I definitely need to be saddle ready. Visor's definitely had some sort of impact with the bug goo everywhere. Pitfalls of summer riding. At least the Greenfly are not too bad so far. Well, not too far away, about half an hour, and I should be at the campsite. I'm staying at the same campsite. It's the Harbour Lights campsite, only because it's a nice campsite. I enjoyed it last time. It's very good, spacious, definitely.